and this is the second edition of Beyond a Shadow. And today we're going to be talking about the letter A. But first, I always like to talk about my predictions about future events and some feelings that I have in my spirit regarding certain situations, and maybe they will come out later on in the future. So let me read you what I think is going to happen in the future regarding some omens that I've seen. First of all, I would like to make a comment that in the last series that I had, Megalodon, Malaysia, and Moscow, 2 weeks later, the Malaysian 17 plane did go down in Moscow. Please check that out on my first episode of Beyond a Shadow, seeing it cryptically. Sometimes I'll tell you things that, particularly some bad things. I'm kind of like, you can call me the Doomsday Prophetess. Anyway, so this is what I see right now. Apparently, this whole Israel Muslim thing is going to completely blow up. And I know that they're saying that they're going to back off or whatever, but what I'm depicting or seeing is that Israel is going to be the aggressor because they just had it with these guys. Like they're like to their wit's end, okay? I also see that a few more strange things are going to happen in Moscow. Things that you wouldn't expect, like the Malaysian airplane. They thought it was a Ukrainian airplane. Like the fact that it would be Malaysian again. It's just, you know, some of those weird coincidences. There's going to be other weird coincidences that happen in Russia to make Putin feel backed into a corner. He's going to feel bullied. He's going to flip out. And in 2015, it's going to be a world war. Number 3. So that's my predictions for right now. And then I want to make a comment about a spiritual check that I had as far as the Lay's commercials, the Lay's potato chips commercials that I've seen out. There are 2 of them out. One of them is an adult male disguised as a potato head doll, and he brings a little girl potato head girl into the pantry, into like a little closet space, and they're there, and he's like, "Don't tell anybody that I'm giving you this." And then he's like, it's our little secret. Okay, so I'm like, what's the deal with the older man, little girl thing? And then there's a second commercial that they have running now where there's an adult male that's not related to this little girl. She's sitting there with holding a potato chip. He's mesmerized, like she's holding something that's like completely hypnotic. And at the end of the statement, they say, "One bite and you'll be in love." You know what? I think there's a pedophile either in the top echelon of Lay's, or there's a pedophile on the advertising team of the Lay's company. And I did pick up on that, and I think it'll be a long time before I eat Lay's potato chips. So anyways, those are my predictions and some of my checks that I've been getting, and today we are discussing the letter A, so let's go ahead and do that. All right. We are talking about angels versus aliens, and are they the same thing? I've been looking into this research topic, and you know, people have been talking about angelic interventions and being taken up by angels and things like that have been recorded in the Bible for years. Now that there is more of a media going on and people are talking about things more, things are appearing and people are talking about being abducted and relatively in little spaceships and things like this. And so we're going to take a look at, are these the same things that have been going on since the biblical times? Let's start with the topic of angels. Angels have been reported for hundreds of years throughout thousands of eyewitness sightings. Excuse me. Hundreds of stories about how angelic interventions have miraculously saved lives and have done miraculous events for people after they have prayed have been recorded throughout the history of time. There are different holy scriptures that talk about angels, such as the Quran and the Bible. The angel has different levels and jobs. The first level of angel is the angel of the Lord, mentioned in Exodus. This angel is thought to be either Christ or Abaddon, which is another saying for God. The second level are the cherubim, who are known for their power and beauty. And the next come the seraphim, who perform priestly duties in heaven. And then there are the arch or chief angels, who rule different kingdoms and planets in the second and third heavens. Finally, we have the most recorded type of angel, the ministering or guardian angel, which is our protector on earth when we humans get into sticky situations, or as we are all known to get in. Anyways, Now, let's talk about their counterparts, or the fallen angels or demons, okay? There's also a hierarchy in this type of spiritual being. Apparently, the spiritual world has a very governmental bureaucracy. The first hierarchy of the demons, they used to be the seraphim, and the cherubim, and they have such names as Beelzebub, Leviathan, and Pisado. The second level is known as the powers, dominions, and virtues. These demons are tempters against sexual purity and obscenity. The third level is the principalities, archangels, and angels. This level possesses them to be cruel and disobedient to God. These creatures also do have certain times of the month when they are more powerful to wreak their havoc. So, for example, Leviathan's month is February, so look for people denouncing Christ, heresy, bad things happening against Christians in February. That is his month. Now, let's compare angels and their fallen counterparts to different types of recorded aliens. There seem to be many similarities to the personality traits of Pleiadian aliens versus angels. These aliens claim to be from love energy. It states in the Bible that God is love, and that sounds like an angel to me. Now, let's look at the Greys, or the Draconians, and compare them to the hierarchy of the demons. First of all, Draconians look like demons have been recorded way before aliens was a fashionable term, okay? They are reptilian in form, very scary looking, with 3 fingers and 3 toes, and reportedly they have claws. So that sounds like a very demonic being to me. And apparently they like to eat humans. If you look at them up on Google, like that's one of their traits. It sounds to me like they're possessing more people these days. I mean, what about those moms that eat their kids, and that guy in Miami that ate that guy, that bum's face off, and Jeffrey Dahmer? I mean, there's just like this cannibalism spirit going around. I believe it's from these draconians or this type of disgusting demon. Satan is actually rumored to be a draconian demon living on the belt of Orion. Now let's talk about the Greys. The Greys are the abductor aliens best known for the Roswell incident. They are said to be from the Zeta Reticular star system, and the taller ones are the leaders of the group. They are gray in color, they have skin texture like a dolphin, and they have large black eyes. They're usually about 4 feet tall. The abductors that the Greys carry out are usually often traumatic and often have hideous experimentation and have a sexual nature to them. Also including a hybrid alien-human implantation scene that a lot of people record back. This sounds very much like a race of alien angel humans that are recorded in Genesis 6 called the Nephilim, where they are the product of fallen angels seducing earthly women. It's also stated in Exodus that this happens before and after Noah. So after the flood happened with Noah, when the new crop of women came about, these spirits got together with these earthly women just the same. They never stopped doing it, and they're doing it to this day. And now it's being recorded. So depending on what characteristics you have, it's dependent on what kind of genetic crossbreed is taking place. There are several different breeds. The draconian human or gray human crossbreeds, their offsprings are often demonically possessed, extremely intelligent, capable of horrific acts at a very young age, are taller than normal, more successful than normal. Some are born with 6 digits, in other words, 6 fingers or 6 toes, and it is said that the Antichrist is going to be from this type of humanoid. If the hybrid is Pleiadian human or angel human, these children are known as crystal children. They have extremely high spiritual gifts such as psychic capabilities, telekinesis, psychokinesis, and telepathy. They're highly intelligent, beautiful, and often have light hair and blue eyes, which also sounds like a race of aliens called the Nordics that also are reported to have blonde hair, blue eyes, and be extremely tall. They also possess telepathic powers. Apparently, aliens can pretty much speak to you with voices in your head. So if any of you are having voices in your head, you know what, you might not be schizophrenic, you might have been spirits talking to you, or the aliens, or however it is that you want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, tell them you rebuke them in the name of Jesus Christ and see if it goes away. What do you have to lose? Anyways, after researching this topic, what I have found is that aliens really are angels or fallen angels, and they can take any form they please, and if they want to fly in a little silver spaceship, that's their prerogative. Obviously, I'm a Christian. Have I been in a little silver spaceship? No, I have not, but do I believe they exist? Yes, I do, and I've done some research, and I think that they're the same thing. These beings are they're way more gifted than we are. They're obviously much highly intelligent than we are, and I think it's perfectly natural to understand that they have a higher moral code than we do, and that the great alien is the Lord. Anyways, they can take any form that they please, and they can use technology to their advantage if they wish. This technology idea is supported by the Bible in 2 Kings, when it's recorded that Elijah was taken up in a chariot of fire, and in Ezekiel when the prophet saw the Spirit of God appear as a multi-winged, multi-eyed space machine. Many ufologists believe that alien spaceships are physically and spiritually linked to the actual alien, much as the verses in Ezekiel explain that the spirit was the moving vehicle and it had multiple eyes and multiple wings and whirled around on the bottom with feet or wheels of fire. Kind of sounds like a funky looking spaceship. This type of information sheds light on why many ufologists say that there are a group of aliens who are on a mission to educate or expose humans to their existence. This group of people spoken of include spirit guides, psychics, walk-ins, ascended masters, Christians, and occultists. So don't be surprised if you're getting abducted, any of you occultists out there. Ah, just kidding. No, not really. They're kind of coming after the spiritually gifted ones. Apparently, these heavenly beings are sharing the same message about how they are preparing the earth for a massive evolutionary shift of consciousness, and how this is designed to unite mankind under one global authority and one king and a new world order. So, if there's going to be a new world order, then I'm going to make my other prediction, which is invest in more stocks. I would say Pitney Bowes and Raytheon are two really good ones, because folks, 2015 is going to be a real hot one, if you get what I'm saying. That's what I think. There is a government agency that is keeping up with people that are having poltergeist activity, are reporting abductions and supernatural healings. This government agency is called something to the effect of the MK-12. So all of you occultists out there, keep one eye on the back of your head for those men in black. I'm Eli Hart. This is Beyond the Shadows, 2nd edition. Stay tuned for next week. We'll be talking about T's, triangles, triples, and the Trinity. Thanks very much and have a great night.